We're very close. This might actually happen, and we're gonna potentially dethrone my most watched video, a trailer for Creeper's Forge. Is this what we're doing? We're creeping? Because latest 2 years, I've been making videos about influencers and digging deeper and deeper into their psychology and everything they stand for, everything they're doing on the internet. Very powerful and popular people, basically. Every single move now I really care about because slowly I claim a title of YouTube CEO, a person that cares the most about YouTube and their influencers. And I can't wait to be challenged for the title to see if I'm correct. Maybe I am the most caring person on this platform, especially when I have this button game where I've collected like 700 influencers. It might not seem a lot to a lot of people, but bro, try it. Try collecting 700 people that you actually care about. And it's not 700 necessarily people that I care about. It's more like a half, 350. 350 of people or entities or things that someone that I got to know across the internet. And now I take it very seriously, like dating and relationships and all that shit. And as you can see, eventually the video started bubbling up into the top category of 1,000 views and beyond. Breaking my Minecraft adventures, where I was just building a map. Something unique to do in Minecraft. I always wanted to make Minecraft an RPG experience where everything is rewarding. Destroying a block gives you experience and all that shit. But I never like fully fleshed out the experience, so it's still in my mind of like, shit, should I make it independent? How should I act as a game developer? Should I make a different game? Because the idea is still pretty cool. You know, everything you do makes a difference. Well, this button game is kind of it. Every time I click on someone, they potentially get plus $1, bro. They get ahead of other people slightly. And it accumulates. And it's very satisfying. If I can visualize that somehow, if I can make it even more interesting in various ways, it could be a pretty big thing. Absolutely. It's really my pastime. Like, I spend way too much time here. And then I spend a lot of time on YouTube and making videos and uploading that shit and making multiple channels and exploring what is this place? What can I do for free, you know, without using any editing tools, all that shit. I'm just like, all right, I can make a cool thumbnail. All right, and I made a very, very cool thumbnail. Made this guy sweaty and stuff. Just like he wanted to be. I don't know why he called himself a penguin, a moist person. He has a chance to climb all the way up, which is, I don't know what this video is about, by the way. It should be Skibidi Drama number 4. It should be me digging deeper because I'll be looking into the comment section because I'm getting flooded with comments because the video is popping up. It's really popular. And it's definitely having a crazier thumbnail than any of these combined, bro. Thumbnail that just popped into my brain of like, I'll just have this layer and that layer, bro, and combine them together. And it's super simple. And what makes it even cooler is that it's like a close-up of a well-known person that could be in danger, you know, because he pokes a lot of polar bears, to say the least. Very edgy people. He pokes those kind of people. But he's also like super popular, and he cares about remaining popular and talking about popular things and popular drama, most importantly. But he's not afraid to like dive in there as well. Getting a little bit moist. I still don't know what it stands for, but I think that's what it stands for. It's just sweat of like shit. I like adrenaline. You know, there's junkies out there on the internet. There's junkies of all kinds. Mr. Beast can be called a junkie for views and, you know, generated revenue so he can reinvest. It's a junkie sort of behavior, but probably that's the only thing that works. Because there's no real strategies, there's no real interactions between people. It's just like we're all sort of helping each other to satisfy our junkie mentality. So we have this guy. Everyone has weaknesses and strengths and like behavior patterns. It's very interesting, the stuff that I've explored so far. And it's pretty fucking deep as well. It's pretty deep. So, welcome, guys, to a journey where I will explore the comment section of what might be the most popular video to date on my channel. We'll see. I don't know. If this keeps up, in one day it gets 2K views, right? If that keeps up, in 1 week it will have enough views to dethrone the trailer. Funny enough, and I don't know what kind of coincidence is that, I'm almost ready to like release a card game. So a new trailer for a new game can be released almost. And that's pretty crazy to think that way. Like, shit, maybe it's time. Maybe that's what time it is. It's time for the next game. And I merely need to spend like a couple of weeks and we're gonna get there basically. I already made the plan of like how the cards are gonna be crafted. It should be fairly simple. And the cards can involve a lot of influencers out there. Stuff them into a card game, basically. My favorite thing. It's just like, you know, Minecraft becomes your favorite thing, and then RPGs become your favorite thing, and the only question is, can you put them together? Do you have enough power to stitch them together? And I almost did it. Did a good job. Did good enough job that people were at least interested. It's not necessarily only my effort. There's a lot of people involved behind this, you know, helping me. It was cool back in the day, 12 years ago. You find a community, people help you. People are nice to each other. I didn't see that much toxicity at all. Like, fucking 1% of people may be toxic. I don't know, bro. Like, that was a fucking good time. Somehow. But somehow I got older and now people are increasingly more toxic. That is weird to me, you know. But at the same time, it's not exactly too weird because we're talking about gaming, right? In the gaming space, especially when you're creating something, like, there's nothing to attack. The moment I created a Kickstarter, though, that's when the toxicity fucking leaked out. That's when I realized, shit, the world is bigger than I thought, and the world is full of haters who are, like, gatekeeping, basically, you from progress. But they were not wrong. 9 years ago, I was still a pretty mediocre game developer because I didn't know what game development was about. It's all about taking the core of the game and releasing it as quickly as possible. In Minecraft, there's a lot of different cores of the game. There's crafting, there's building, there's fighting mobs. You can take any aspect of the game and turn it into its own separate game and see where it grows. Mining can be an aspect, but you have to make it interesting. At the same time, you have to give it a twist. And it might have a chance to beat Minecraft. Funny enough. To beat Minecraft, you don't have to recreate Minecraft. You just have to make a better game. Because you're competing against everything. Minecraft just happens to be the best game. That never really outcompeted anything in particular, if you can tell. Like, what did Minecraft beat? Yet, funny enough, I wanted a game like Minecraft. Deep in my mind, I just wanted something like very interactive. More like space shooter. I was thinking of like you just roam around and collect resources and then sell those resources. So it's like mining, right? But instead of selling resources in Minecraft, you just use them to build things, to craft armor, or just collect the resources for whatever reason. Yeah, now this guy is gonna be sweaty because like shit. He might make it to the highest level. And I'm sweaty because every single one of these feels like a badge, like an achievement. Like I've defeated a Pokemon trainer in a particular way. I've achieved something, I've done something very important, or recognized something very important. And you would think like this is like cloud chasing because there's 4 Sniper Wolf videos. What you must understand, this is drama involvement. This is my involvement in drama. This is how it looks like. And there's different aspects of it. You can't just look at it and just label of this is the same thing. I talked about the same thing, I presented the same thing, I copied and pasted the formula. I'm not an addict, okay? I don't chase highs. I just try to live a normal life and try to be happy. And doing the same thing over and over again is not going to give you happiness, unfortunately. Like, Americans don't understand that. That at some point, the high is not going to be reached by doing the same thing. And if you're not supported by social, pressure or just direct support by friends who expect you to do certain things, if you're not supported in those kind of ways, you can't do the same thing because it's going to be the same result, exactly the same. You're not going to get responses sometimes, you're not going to get views sometimes, or you're going to get the same comments, the same everything. Is the most demoralizing thing that can happen to you. Even more demoralizing, and something I can't understand, is people putting ridiculous amount of efforts into their YouTube careers that can flop at any moment. They're grinding, they're trying to take that bag, and some of them succeeding, but a lot of people are not succeeding. Or they just don't know yet that they're not succeeding. Because for me, like, yeah, money would be nice, but the best way to live life is to spend the least amount of money possible, right? If I had friends, I would just hang out with friends, like, shit, and maybe make money that way. I don't know. Help them out with something. We can help each other. We don't have to be like separated and deal with our own shit by ourselves. It's pretty demoralizing. It's also demoralizing when you understand how many people can just be bought by money. There's a very interesting person who figured it out. I can just buy people with money. He doesn't get to read criticism anymore. He doesn't get to be reached by haters. He can shed everything down with money. Just like everything can be stuffed with money and it will disappear. All the problems will disappear. But I have to deal with haters and dislikes and all that shit the moment I upload a video talking about someone, just creating a mystery, starting drama. This is what I was doing, pretty much. I want to start drama too. Hmm? What are you gonna do about it? Solve it. Solve it. Like, there's faces on YouTube, and potentially they're pointless, they're annoying, and they have to be flushed. They have to not necessarily be canceled, but fired. How about that? Fired from their jobs of like, well, we don't actually need you. There's better people to focus on. We're gonna find those better people. We're gonna let them get subscribers and attention and relevancy and all that shit. We're just gonna migrate to something else. I hope you're okay with that. That's the message that we might have to send to a lot of people who have a face. And it's definitely gonna scare Mr. Beast as well. But he has his own problems, you know. And he can stuff me with money as well and make me shut up at any moment. That's a scary thing. I might take the bait, you know. I'm a European. Money does help. I'm not sure what I would do with it and how much I need for it to change my life, but sure, it helps. Skibidi toilet is a very weird thing. Very weird phenomenon. And hopefully we're heading into exploring more about that. Because drama is twisted with other dramas as well. So I had to untwist it a little bit. And the intrigue of what I'm gonna wake up to, because I will let this sit. Will the views per hour just gonna increase even more? I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. Every hour I'm getting 100 views. That is crazy. It's already here. It has surged that much. Like, I've hit the right spot in 4 different ways. I hit the right audience, I hit the right the thumbnail, the vibe. It's a little bit clickbaity title that the clock is taking for this guy. That not only he has enemies, but there's the main reason, the Skibidi reason of you probably are not welcome anymore. You know, you've overstayed your welcome. You're getting a little bit creepy. I've seen people on TikTok, they get creepier and creepier the more attention you give to them. You see their patterns, you see their strategy. They becoming creepier. They're just scary. You know, you feel like bad things are gonna happen if you keep watching their content. When you get familiar to them, because they don't really have a soul, right? The content creators, when you get too close to them, they don't have a soul. You can't communicate with them. So you can't get too close or you're going to be disappointed. That's another way to actually unlock this drama for everyone. If you have an idol, just get closer. Just investigate their content properly. And tell me your honest opinion. And then we'll get closer to the actual answers as well. By understanding these people as best as we can. And then eventually we collectively just gonna decide we gotta flush them down. Gotta get rid of them. Replace it with something fresh and new. See, the problem with YouTube is that everyone's replaceable as fuck. We just don't allow it. Our hearts don't allow that to manifest, that information to manifest, but everyone's replaceable. If you watch enough TikTok, you understand the vibe, because it's always a different creator talking to you about different ideas. At least for me, because I watch the smart TikTok. There's some reoccurring people, of course, but there's 50% new people who still know how to fucking say things properly because it's just a conversation. Just say something interesting and relevant, and you're good to go. And smart. Well, hitting all these things all together is pretty difficult. But yeah, like, these people are replaceable. The only reason why these people have a platform is that we expect that they're going to do a good job every single time. But now someone can just do a better job. We have figured out how to do YouTube, and experience alone is not going to be good enough. Just because you're an experienced YouTuber and we're experienced with your work and we have expectations and all that shit, that's not good enough. Like, people understand from outside of being popular what it takes to make a YouTube video. We just understand. We can do that job ourselves. I can do a little bit of that job. I can't do too much because I don't want to. I don't want to work, heavily invest myself. I want to be a game developer to some extent and enjoy life in general and not take things too seriously, because I technically have enough resources. I don't want to bother myself with that. The journey that I'm going through, my direction, funny enough. There's some loud booms, by the way. Which I don't know what that means, to be honest. Because it's goddamn midnight right now. Definitely adds flavor to the whole vibe. Yeah, the real life exists, guys. My direction that I'm going for is trying to reach sanity of, like, there has to be other people, you know, other people that I can relate to. Other people with souls that I can connect to. Instead of just YouTubers. That's my direction of, like, well, if YouTubers seem to have souls, or at least pretend to have, I will try to reach those people. I'm not reaching for clout, I'm reaching to connect and just hang out, just spend time. You know, and if I can do that with the drama, I don't care. I don't care what it takes, to be honest. If that's where the friendships can be created, I'll be chasing that resource. Because, most importantly, it has to be easy. It has to be an easy and simple investment of time. Like, I can make a thumbnail. Thumbnail is not a big deal to make. I've learned how to do it. I forced myself to do it. I'm not the grade A, under A type of person that doesn't know how to do anything at all and just sticks with old school technology. I'm not that guy. I could be a pretty good grade A, under A, but there's already one of those. So, can't do that. I have to be myself as best as I can. It's the easiest, again, boost towards friendship there is, being yourself. So you don't have to reinvent yourself, and other people don't have to change their minds about you. So that's cool. But it's a very difficult direction to go to, and potentially a lot of people would reconsider of, like, oh shit, that is important to other people, not to just YouTubers of, like, oh, I'm popular, so I have friends. Sure, let's pretend that that's the case, right? See, like, friendship and love, most importantly. And I'll tell you guys a very cool thing that might be very weird for some people. If love was good, it wouldn't be difficult to find a person to love. Like, we shouldn't be, like, single to the point where we just slowly turn into perverts, incels, predators, all that shit. We shouldn't be that fucking lonely for too long, right? Also, we shouldn't be like, oh my god, you found your wife while she was 16 and you were like 5 years older or something. Damn. The shit that internet tries to amplify right now, I don't think it looks like love at all. I don't think people understand the concept of it at all. So that's what's breaking us down. We're trying to simulate love, but we don't know what it is. We don't know the definitions. of friendship, love, all the basic things. We don't understand. We don't ask enough questions. What is this? What is the requirement to get it? What do you have to do? We just know, like, the social things, the social construct of what people do. They hold hands, they kiss each other, you know, and then they make a baby, and then they continue on. This social construct is very simple, but no one wants to give it to you. You have to, like, manifest it. You have to work for it just to get the social construct alone. And that's what stupid people would do. I'm not a stupid person. I'm not gonna follow that direction. That sounds fucking dumb. I want realism. I want people to actually do something real that would benefit or would be a win-win situation. A win-win situation, my friends, is when you get something and you want to give it to other people. You gain an insight in how to live life better. You want to give it to other people, and hopefully they appreciate it. Hopefully. That's what a win-win thing is. And technically, YouTube has been operating on this win-win thing. And the way it has been doing it is because when you upload something on the internet, anyone can click and see it. Anyone can do it. Your video can get copied and pasted very quickly onto someone else's screen. And that's a lot of work in the background. And we don't fully appreciate it anymore because we take it for granted. It is happening over and over again, 1,000 times now in our lives. We get different videos from different locations and all that shit. Everything is interconnected. But yeah. It's all about the win-win. It's all about positioning yourself so you can win. The moment YouTubers are trying to make YouTube videos, that's the moment they're losing. They're losing something. They might gain money, but money doesn't fulfill all the pleasures in life if you're wasting too much time making YouTube videos, if you're burning yourself out, if you're not finding the right ideas you want to tackle. That's the place where you would want to start, but you're torn apart of like, how the fuck do I do this? Unfortunately, that puts like PewDiePie in a position to say you shouldn't be a YouTuber, because YouTuber is hard work and potentially no one wants you here. You know, that's the harsh truth about YouTube. No one wants you here. Like, there's plenty of people making content. No one needs you here, all right? On this platform. Or maybe we're wrong. Prove it. Do something very special and hold the title. It's the only way you can still grow fast enough to reach a level of relevancy. And the best way to do it is obviously starting drama of some kinds. And even if people call you names, well, it's their problem to deal with. Because the thing is, they will just stay on the ground while you flying into outer space. While you, in fact, successfully chasing clouds, as they say. While you being a schizo person because you're leaving everyone behind. As if you're scared. You're not scared. You're just disgusted by the way people live their lives. NPCs and Skibidi toilets, bro. We don't need that shit in our lives. We flush them down. The way to know if it's a Skibidi toilet is to hit that button and see what happens. If a person comes out of the toilet, well, shit, you were stuck there. You were just making a prank, I guess. But if the person gets flushed down and we collectively don't want to see him again, well, we can only say goodbye, you know. Happy retirement, bitch. You got enough money? You don't have enough motivation to keep going? Guess what happens? Your journey's over. It's all about motivation. Like you have to reach for something, and YouTube can be one of those things where people get something they really need in life. And that's much more powerful than just entertainment. There's more space now opening up for a greater purpose. I just want to find friends, bro. And God knows how deep I have to dig to find a friend. Because I don't know what friendship is defined as. What person do I have to find? It's crazy. Like, the definition is so fluid, so difficult to grasp, that only you can figure it out with your heart. By gathering information, you can figure out the definition. There is need to find definitions. There's need to solve problems, to figure shit out, to unite people a little bit more, to spread message, to raise your hands in the space of YouTube and say something and be heard. There's a need for that. And we need to like support each other. If we feel like there's a need. The reason why people say I'm a clout chaser is they want to deny me. Deny the idea that I need something, that I need to like send a message. Everyone sees a viral video going, cranking up views, and they want to stop it. They want to blockade it. Of like, nah, you just want to be popular. This is not important. This is clickbait, blah, blah, blah. None of this is important. So hopefully I'm starting to like paint a picture that this is slightly more important than you think, right? Especially when you flip that and fucking turn it into rewind. Because YouTube still needs a rewind. When we're talking about needs, there's that one thing that I also can do. Need for a need, hopefully. I get friends, but I have to make YouTube rewind. Can we shake on that deal? Is that good enough for me? And for all of us? Can we shake on it? I make YouTube rewind, and you give me friendship. Obviously, it's very difficult to figure out when are we satisfied. But it seems to be a pretty simple trade. You can watch previous rewind. There's 4 versions. Which one you like the most? You can answer some questions about it. Give me opinions. Give me directions. Blah, blah, blah. So I can improve this formula. But obviously my life is like changing dramatically every year. It's just the first 2 years. So of course, things gonna be slightly bigger and better. Regardless what people say, right? I'll decide myself. But it's still, you know, I need to make sure that I get my needs met, and this is where I'm at. Technically, that's all I need, right? It's weird, because I need to spend my time as well, quality time. Maybe friendship is not the only fucking thing. Maybe just chasing it is good enough. Eternal fucking torture of going a direction is good enough. I don't know, bro. This is very complicated and very philosophical very quickly. But we have 30 more minutes, and the topic has been opened up successfully. We can dive into the comment section now. Because we doubled the views. And the first thing is, first of all, warning, right? Don't attach yourself to these people. 99% of the time, if they're haters, you will instantly know that because they want to be nasty. They want to be nasty so badly that they start their sentence by being nasty. So you can immediately identify a threat. So do not sympathize with any of the comments that I've received. Technically, they're all mine anyways. They're mine to be rejected. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, sure. Nope. Not interested. Sure. That would be cool. And this is the only fucking way to manifest anything. Oh, thank God I got one like for the first time in forever. This is very rare when people fucking click on me and not on the NPC himself. Banning over emoji. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I right? Hmm. No, I'm not. I didn't actually receive that many comments, it seems. Proving my point? You didn't make a point. I deleted your point. Yeah, sometimes you have to just look at these people as like, well, you made your contribution. Now I get to fucking toy with it. Toy with your emotions. Because you're not a very nice group of people, to say the least, right? So they deserve to be just manipulated, which is annoying, but, you know, if that's how they bend over, you gotta add something in their ass. How very mature. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Ooh, Elder Scrolls subscribed to me now. That's fucking powerful, dude. Did I not talk about Skyrim enough? Is that a bad deal? Because technically that's what I stitched together. I stitched the Skyrim idea because I like the RPG of Skyrim. Fuck, bro. God is watching, bro. I don't believe in coincidences. I'm I'm not like religious person, but I'm definitely a spiritual person. It's just what happens across enough observations, enough logical reasoning of like shit. I'm very spiritual. I very much believe in uh, no coincidence rule that everything happens with plenty of reasons, with cluster of reasons. I'm not going to use the same sayings that you've heard many times because things that you say have to be meaningful and truthful and properly defined, and it's never going to sound the same way. Like overused memes, but yeah, spiritual is pretty deep experience. Like dreams matter, what you meet in dreams matter, how you behave in your dreams, what you're seeking in life matters, making sure that you're doing positive things instead of negative things. It's very basic stuff, but it's really important. So I'll go to sleep. I will still have plenty of comments to reply to when I come back, right? So 20 more minutes for that shit. All right. See you next day. I guess before I go, what am I releasing as a new game? Because again, it's funny enough, another coincidence that this game is over, pretty much. I don't think I'm gonna be dealing with Minecraft that much. Or if I'm making a new game like Minecraft, it has to be done differently. It's gonna be a completely different experience. I didn't make Minecraft, by the way. I just tried to stitch the experience together of Skyrim and Minecraft using a special little methods and learning scripting and all that shit. It was a very deep experience, and I have documented pieces here and there. Yeah, you can see this thing rising already. It's crazy. Every a day, the views get confirmed basically. Now it's 126. Holy shit. Yeah, it's a relatability sort of contest. You have to filter your comments if you're a smaller YouTuber, if you get limited amount of comments. But relatively enough comments, or relatively negative comments, eventually might get into this territory where you have to filter that shit out. And not with keywords, but like whichever ones you like. Now, Sniper was a giant YouTuber, so probably she didn't settle down with filter comments manually. Let me double check. She was experimenting with a lot of changes to her channel recently for obvious reasons. Yeah, 1,500. It's probably filtered. Maybe she hired someone to do it to see if the, you know, the top comments are decent and not hateful or whatever. Because, you know, there's a dude sending hate towards her. It's just how it goes. I mean, Sniper herself would be filtering. It's very complicated to know exactly how she's doing all of this stuff. But it's a big channel. It has to hack itself, basically. It has to invent. For me, my method seems pretty fucking legit. Until you get like 1 million subscribers, then you hire someone to do the job for you of moderating comments. But even that's like, how do you do that? How do you allow people to moderate comments? Like, I don't understand that shit, to be honest. It's too high level for me. I need to go into like deep debates on how of what tools are available. Because filter comments is pretty cool. You see what's coming up. You know what world you're gonna build. You know to remove all the farts from the comment section of people not really caring. They're just farting into your face because it's fun for them. You know, it's the most fun thing. You can just teleport, pull down your pants, and fart in someone's face. Like everyone would do it. That's how internet works. But never forget, when you're making a video, when you're making something that attracts people, you have the power and the control, hopefully, to reject assholes who clearly don't want to be there for any good reasons. You should have the moderation power. If you're doing something, you know, productive and attractive and whatnot, I would say you deserve moderation powers even if you make people talk. Even if you're controversial, you deserve moderation of some kind. You deserve protection. You never know when a controversial person is actually controversial and shouldn't be treated as highly, or it's a Sniper Wolf situation where Jackson's made Sniper Wolf more controversial, but she's not. She's just like reacting to TikToks in the end. It's not a big fucking deal. There's an infinite influx of TikToks. Yes, it's difficult to make art, as always, but there's thousands upon thousands of people making it. The only other thing you can ask Sniper Wolf to do is to make sure that she's looking at like smaller creators, not mainstream garbage, right? That's the best thing you can ask. But you have to be like genuinely interested in helping her and all that shit instead of just parroting. And I don't know where Jackson's is going with all of this, but it's not gonna end well for him. People are gonna see through his bullshit eventually. All right, anyways, I'll go to sleep for sure. But yeah, the last thing is like, what is this card game thing? Because it's a new creation, new stitch together of something and something. Am I gonna make a unique card game, or am I just copying and pasting Hearthstone and trying to beat it? but it's still a unique experience of trying to beat a card game that already exists. But I'm also trying to make it real. I'm trying to beat every single card game all at once. And there's a lot of card games that have been created over the years. There's Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, for fuck's sake, was a card game that I didn't play that because it was too wacky, too fucking weird. There's just like 2 attacks with a Pokemon. This is why Pokemon in general is like such a stupid game. You summon your Pokemon, it has 2 attacks, 2 choices. There's probably only one choice, and you just smash. And with a Pokemon game, card game, I didn't even know what the hell am I supposed to do. I just have Pokemon cards. I don't have energy cards. I don't know what you guys talking about. Energy cards? I need that shit to attack, to summon Pokemon. I don't understand, bro. So a lot of card games just kind of fail. Yu-Gi-Oh! Failed in its own way, and you learn from those failures, and you want to make something that does not have those failures. So it's all about like avoiding pitfalls when making a game where the territory is already explored. The card game territory, people have tried and made plenty of games, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still fucking alive for some reason. Disgusting. How do we kill it, right? So it's a very, very different experience from just using Minecraft mods to build a cool version of Minecraft that people would want to play. It's very different. All right, so let's see how long it takes until I stop gaining views. Because at some point it has to happen, right? Or is it going to go infinite? I have no idea. I can no longer just see stats. I just know it usually looks like this. I could just look into stats, but I don't want to. It looks like a very steady mountain. Like YouTube puts you at certain height, and then you just stick with it for as long as YouTube wants. YouTube just kind of like using you in a way. And when they feel like, there's better things to do, and they just drop you into the void and never pick you up again. That's the algorithm for you. This is a very interesting vibe. I want to share this with you guys. So this person in the comment section that like posted a skull emoji, and I have posted it myself. It's a very interesting vibe of like, you can eternally, like an actor, be like, if you posted a skull emoji, remove it, or I will ban you. But you never actually ban the person. You're just creating drama around it, so people understand that you don't like skull emojis. You know, that's the whole actual message. But you're just making this interaction with a person, threatening them, but in actuality, you're threatening everyone else. You're creating a precedent of like, I really hate skull emojis, I will ban you just because of that. It's so visible, it's a fucking flag of garbage. Doesn't stand for anything good, I'll tell you that much. Alright? And I kind of linked it with pirates. Literally emo people, pirates, like almost like a reoccurring theme of losers showing up just to be looted, basically. I mean, it's crazy. My body literally doesn't know what to sleep about. I woke up as like a nap, which makes no fucking sense. I need full-time sleep right now. Look who decided to show up. Yeah, of course it died. It died very, very quickly. But it's not over yet. The American dream died. You know, almost YouTube knows that Americans are watching this, so past this point, they're not gonna watch this. It's too late. Alright, so at least I'm getting a break out of all of this. Watch time is pretty crazy. But it's still just plus 50 hours. It's not gonna like spike anything here. It's just gonna kickstart March. Yeah, it's not that extraordinary. I think what is interesting is that, a lot of people are also gonna come back the next day, finish their shit, reply to me and all that stuff. I don't know, when I had a Sniper Wolf video, I think the lifespan is 2-3 days. This is day number 1. And we are yet to get to the cycle where this gets updated. So, placed over here. It's gonna make my channel look a little bit uglier though. The whole thing looks ugly up here. But that's what people want to click on. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, he tried to say something though. Bro, get ingratiated in every way possible. Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. It's a very interesting trap, isn't it? People who don't give a fuck can be instantly banned. It's just one of those things you have to learn in life. If someone doesn't care about you, you ban them. I'm sorry. Like, you think creepy people and predatory people and all that shit, well, they would be filtered out, to be honest. But if you shizo kind of person and you're scared of other people, you're going to be banning people who are genuinely interested in you, who seem creepy, but like they're just, existing, breathing into your direction. I got banned for many times for like mild existences, basically. People get scared for no fucking reason because they don't give me a reason. And many times that happens. So who's shizo, basically, when they manifest that onto me? Another reason, like, and this is pretty obvious one, but when you're mobbing, when you're not caring very hard, you have to dislike the video and pretend that, like, you made progress, that you're part of something, that you're winning. You can say whatever you want because you have dislikes. So, like, I can do whatever I want. Like, we're collectively hating this guy, right? And it's like, but I'm doing whatever I want too. I can hate back if I want to. I don't care. If you judge my content, that's the big deal. Oh my god, I got a girl comment, which is completely different from guy comments. Like, completely different, if you can tell the difference. It's so funny, bro. And first of all, she has an avatar. She fucking speaks properly and in a constructed way. Like, bruh. Let's worship, bro. It's kind of like in Mario game, you achieve the star or some kind of bigger thing. I think that's the word. Wired. Whack. Act whack whack. Oh, fuck off, man. Yeah, if a girl says disorder, if she pokes the fucking thing that everyone talks about anyways, it's like, it's not interesting to me, bro. I don't know what you didn't find. You just found a bunch of sand in your shoes. And you found some fucking common thing that probably doesn't even work. You found a fork in someone's fucking kitchen, bro, and said, "Oh, it's a disorder. It's a fork. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fork up, bitch." And you're the only who's aware. No, the only one who fucking speaks my mind. Everyone else is pissing me off, is bodyguarding everything else. Literally everything. Gaslighting, throwing everything they can to just try and stop me. Like, it's pointless. But that's their tactic, is just throw throw their emotions at you, whatever they feel, they just throw it at you. And they usually feel highly about themselves. And it's like, I have this face. I have this Charlie face. And I really love the Charlie face. And he doesn't like the Charlie face. So I'm going to throw some bad emotions at the dude who doesn't like the Charlie face. Because I don't care who he is. You know, he's speaking his mind. Fuck this guy, bro. He's speaking for an hour. He's clout chasing because Charlie is way more popular, and this face that I have in my system is so much more cooler. But like, you're never gonna speak to this guy. This thing that you see on a thumbnail, you'll never speak to him. You'll never be his level to just be able to speak. You'll never even reach that height. I might be able to do that. I might be able to send your stupid fucking message, but you will never do it. You will never have any sort of like energetical push towards ability to talk to him. It's impossible, bro. An NPC can be discarded that easily, but a content creator, not so easily, because I'm actually, you know, making progress every single time. This is progress. Achieving this video is progress. And it's like, I'm not gonna find an enemy. That would be wonderful news of like, Charlie fucking cares about me. It's never gonna happen, bro. It's, well, eventually gonna happen, but because I'm YouTube CEO, so like, eventually I will defend my title long enough and like, people will start caring. But like, at the moment, I have not made a single enemy. I just made a bunch of yappers in the comment section who wasting my time. But at least I get to reply. Hypothetically, you know, and delete a bunch of losers. I mean, I'm very glad that she just says feels like, but this is not a feeling. This is just brain rot that you have. That still, like, if love and friendship is very difficult to define, guess what? These disorder things is impossible to define. Is the stupidest thing you can try and, you know, apply into your life. It sounds pretty negative, so you would just like throw it into trash because you don't need negative things. You don't need fucking grenade launchers in your fucking bedroom, basically. I need rocket launcher and grenade launcher next to my bed, you know. So I can always label people in negative ways. I can always insult people. I can always, like, resent people. All that shit. You don't need those weapons, bro, next to your fucking bed. Wake up every day and be like, oh shit, I don't like this guy. He's speaking his mind. That's shizo moment, basically. People have been trained to be absolute fucking garbage. But this is, you know, the Leviathan captain. The captain of Leviathan is a girl. And I can predict that very clearly. I've talked about the wave effect, where it goes to the boys and the girls, and we have crossed the line, where now girls have Leviathans, girls have a flood of guys surrounding them, as if like the guys are simps to the girl. Because when she shows up properly. She properly cares, just enough to stand out. Just enough to be the best. It's just so fucking weird, but this is what I'm fighting against. You know, the captain of the ship, headshot, moving on. Moving on, guys. You ready for a Skibidi drama? Because this is some fucking next level shit.